So the universe is really big. Are we really the only ones here? So this question has of course been asked for a very, very long time. Do aliens exist? So this is one of those questions that is very hard to answer. You're gonna have to give me a little bit of time on this. I'm gonna answer a couple questions before this, but don't get me wrong, I will answer the question, do aliens exist, by the end of this video. Make sure you stick around because I am going to give you guys an answer by the end of the video. And by the way, if you have any other questions, put them down in the comments down below. I'll try to answer them as honestly as I possibly can in a future video. But let's get into a couple of questions before I actually answer the main meat and potatoes question of the video. Starting with, are you actually smart? Now, I'm going to answer this question two ways. Do I think I'm smart? And do I think you're smart? So I want to define what the word smart means before I actually just give you an answer. So I believe that smart means that you are above average in intelligence. So if you have an IQ above, I think 90, I think is about the average, or 100. If you have an IQ above what is the average, I would say you are smart. In order to be above average, that means that you have to be not in the majority. So, but if an average is an average, that means the majority. In order for you to be smart, you need to be higher than the majority. So I believe that a lot of people, almost everyone, the majority, is not smart. But I can say that if you guys are watching videos like this, critical thinking, asking questions, trying to answer them, you probably are at least looking to be smarter, to learn something. So I would say that maybe there is a high probability if you're watching videos like this, you probably are pretty smart. And if you're not smart, or if you don't, at least you don't think you're smart, at least you're doing something to try to get smarter, and I commend you. Now, do I think I am smart? I would say that a lot of people would try to tell me that I am smart because I think about these things and I try to answer the hard questions and I try to, wrap my brain around these things and try to make sense of stuff. And a lot of times that would be seen as smart. But me, I really don't think I'm smart. I don't have a higher than average IQ. I think my IQ is like 93, which it might even be below average. I don't know. I just think about stuff. That's all I do. If I have a question, I try to answer it. If I think about something and I want to know how it works or what's going on, I try to figure it out. That's all I'm doing. I'm not smart. I'm just trying to think about stuff. That's all. So does thinking about stuff make me smart? I don't know, maybe, probably not. I would not say myself that I am smart. I've had a lot of people in my life try to tell me that I'm smart, but I really don't think that I am. I just think about stuff and I try to give the honest answers. That's what I try to do. And again, if that makes me smart, then maybe I'm smart, but me, I would say, no, I'm not smart. I'm no different than any other 17-year-old in the world. I still play video games. I still watch movies. I still watch TV. I still throw a blitzball around, I'm a regular 17-year-old. I just think about stuff. That's what I do. But again, if you guys are watching stuff like this, you probably are pretty smart, or you're probably trying to get smarter, and that is a good thing. People should always be striving to learn more, get smarter. Good thing, guys. Good thing. Alrighty, guys, I had to move because it's starting to rain a little bit, but we're going to keep it going. Next question. What is love? So love is generally accepted to be endorphins and chemicals in your brain, like oxytocin and dopamine. These are kind of love chemicals in your brain that make you kind of have that love, kind of happy feeling. But the thing about that is, I think that that's only half of the puzzle. Like, what causes those chemicals to produce in your brain? And how can you still love someone even though you're super mad at them? You have all your anger chemicals going on in your brain instead of your love chemicals, but you still can love someone even if you're extraordinarily mad at them. This is because love is not just chemicals. There has to be another piece of the puzzle. And I believe that's because love is chemicals, but love is also a choice, a free choice. Love kind of has to be a choice. It has to be. If you have a spouse that you love and you know you love them and you think that they love you right back, but later you find out that someone is paying your spouse to love you and be married to you, do you think that that was real love? No, obviously it's not real love. They're just loving you because they're getting paid to love you. That love wasn't real because it wasn't a choice. They were doing it because of money. They didn't choose to love you. They chose to pretend to love you because they're getting paid. Now, if someone is being paid to be married to you and then all of a sudden the money stops coming in and they stay with you, then yeah, they probably actually do love you. But if as soon as the money goes away, they leave and they divorce you, then obviously that love wasn't real love. So to give a conclusive answer, love is chemicals in your brain, but love is also a choice, a free choice. If someone is married to you and they stay with you, even if you make them mad sometimes, even if you don't have enough money to pay for things, life gets kind of rough, even though you can't provide to them a perfect life and they still stay with you, that love is probably real love. All right, that last question was fantastic. This one is also fantastic. Do aliens really exist? So the thing is that I think that it's kind of weird. It's kind of odd to think that aliens do exist. I mean, why would you think that aliens exist? There's really no reason to. It's kind of odd. It's kind of weird to think about. Aliens exist. I don't know about that. But also at the same time, it's kind of weird to think that aliens don't exist. And I mean, there's a lot more proof that aliens do exist, or at least evidence, or at least theories that aliens do exist, as opposed to aliens not existing. Think about it. The universe is so big. It's ever expanding. So technically, if it's expanding forever, which is what they theorize, I don't know how true it is, but I mean, if it is true, then the universe is basically infinitely large. And infinite is a lot. So theoretically, if the universe is infinitely large, there's technically an infinite amount of chances for other life to exist in the universe. And I think it's kind of weird to think that aliens do exist, but it's also kind of weird to think that they don't exist. There's so many possibilities for there to be another planet that can inhabit life that we just haven't found yet, that you kind of have to conclude that aliens do somewhere exist. Now again, I'm not saying this with 100% certainty at all, because I really don't know. I'm just saying that with the universe being so large, I mean, it's pretty easy to assume that there is somewhere in the universe, some planet or some star or something that is capable of inhabiting human life, or not human life, but life, and some sort of intelligent life form such as aliens. Now, do I know any of this stuff to be true? No, I don't at all. It's all speculation, I don't even know if the universe is ever expanding. There's probably evidence that supports it. I'm not sure, but if any of that is true, it's kind of stupid almost to not think that aliens exist. Like I said, there's pretty much an infinite amount of chances for aliens to exist. And do you really think out of all of infinity that there's not any sort of intelligent life form like us, like aliens somewhere out there? I mean, it's pretty hard to not say that aliens don't exist. It is pretty easy and a logical conclusion to make that aliens do exist somewhere in the universe. Probably, most likely, aliens do exist. So that's about all I got for today's video. I answered some really tough questions in this one. I hope they were good enough. I hope that my answers were good enough for all these questions. If they were, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, share it with other people so they could learn something too. And if you guys are watching this video, like I said earlier, I'm proud of you. You're trying to learn something. You're trying to improve your life in some way, trying to learn something, trying to become smarter, and that's a good thing. Good job, guys. Anyways, that's about all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you learned something, again, give me a comment down below. If you have any other questions, comment those down below. But that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.